Hey everybody, welcome back to part two. I was finishing that anabolic catabolic chart. I almost had a catabolic moment because I was about to explode when something broke down. I was like, oh my God, the timer is about to be up and I'm not done with this chart and I wanted to finish chart in part one. Well, the last part of the chart on the anabolic side is considers how he or she feels about decisions. And then on the catabolic side, uses only left brain. And on this side of your camera, it might look like it's on the right, but it's my left because we're in the camera. So uses the left brain analytical skills in making decisions only. The right brain is creativity and the left brain is analytical. So if you're using one side or not all of your brain, you're limiting yourself and you might be creating different scenarios where you're not as in tune and anabolic or constructive. So let's go on. So based on the above chart, I hope you wrote those down. If you want, you can go back and you can draw a line down the side of the page. One side can be anabolic, one side can be catabolic. And what you can do is when I read the question as you go back, or when I read the description, you can write from on a scale of 1 to 10, what do I do? So for example, in the last one, am I a 1 through 10, what number am I when I consider how others feel about decisions, which is anabolic, by the way. And then catabolic, am I a 1 through 10, which number am I? With 1 being not at all and 10 being this totally describes me. On the catabolic side, he uses only left brain analytical skills to make decisions. So if you say, oh, I'm a 10, I'm totally analytical. Well, that might mean that 9 through 1, you're totally out of touch with, you're not in touch with your emotions. You might be catabolic, you might want to examine that. And there's other ways as we're going to go through this to see what's going on. So list any items that you want to improve. So out of all those things I named, if any of those sound like you or anything else came up that you can think of anabolic or catabolic, and basically it's just like I do consider other people's emotions than my own and I handle those appropriately versus I don't consider other people's emotions or handle them appropriately or I handle them inappropriately in a catabolic way. So the next thing you can do is list any item on the catabolic side that is completely or somewhat characteristic of you. So like if you're like, oh yeah, I never consider anybody's feelings, list that. And then talk about what you want to do to reduce or eliminate that. We're going to create a strategy about how you can reduce your catabolic side that's not serving you or anybody around you. And then you can look at, as we're going on, who might you be able to speak with? Remember before I said have an accountability partner. So who might you be able to speak with that could provide you with additional feedback on how they observe you in the anabolic side and the catabolic side? Now I know if I went to my partner and I said, do I do this? Do I do that? Do I do this? I would definitely get red and say, oh, that's definitely you. You're the a-hole who doesn't watch his tone of voice. And, you know, when you get mad and you get in your feelings, this is what happens with you. And so, like I said, I'm still working on this myself. I'm not perfect. And I don't expect anybody to be watching this video to be perfect. And if you are, awesome. Send me some comments to help me be perfect. So next thing we're going to do is we're going to get into the awareness, expression, and managing and controlling our emotions. So in terms of awareness of emotions, everything we experience has a purpose. So the purpose of physical pain could be to warn you not to keep like, oh, that pot handle is hot. Maybe I should let go of it. And same thing with emotional pain. It's there to bring you awareness to take action. Like I should pull my hand away from that pot. Or somebody yelled at me because I did something at work. Maybe I shouldn't do that again. It's just there for you to take action. Not necessarily there for you to take personally. So if you were able to be fully aware of your feelings, how would that benefit you? And what would be the benefit to your relationships? So write some thoughts about if you were fully aware of how you act and react to everything, how that would affect you and everybody around you, whether they're close to you or not, whether they work with you, whether you care about them or not, their perception of you. Like what if you have a business, and you're your brand? How you relate to people and how they see you emotionally is going to affect you and your brand. So that's important as well. So given some examples of above, so you wrote down basically what that would help you do and what would be the benefit of that. So given that, what could you do to become more aware of your feelings? So write that down in the next section. So having a greater understanding and awareness of others' emotions is equally important so that you can effectively help them gain more self-awareness and in turn emotional control. So you can even help other people with their emotional awareness and with yours. So that's now you're becoming more emotionally intelligent by doing these exercises. And as you practice them day to day, you're going to start to see, oh, this is why I can't stand so-and-so and I can't keep it together because they just push my button. Or, oh, that person is the coolest person in the world. I can't wait to see them again. So given some examples of how you can help other people, what could you do to become more aware of other people's feelings? Especially, like, sometimes you might be too nice to people, or you might be just the right amount of nice, or you might be mean to people. How do you know? And so write some of those down, and how, like, this is making you more aware. So provide examples, the next question, of how increasing this level of awareness will affect your relationship with others. So now let's talk about expressing emotions. So many people have limiting beliefs about emotions. They believe that you're not supposed to express yourself, and in some work environments, it's discouraged. So imagine that, going to work and people not wanting you to express yourself. Oh, my mother just died, I'm sobbing. Well, you have to go help that customer now. Please stop crying and help that customer. Really? Like, you're not going to say, hey, take a mental health moment and go, cry your eyes out for an hour. Your mother just died, and you go take the day off and the next week off or whatever is needed because they're being emotionally intelligent for you. How would that help you? So let's look at it in terms of ways of expressing emotion. For example, you can express your emotion, but it might not be appropriate. Like, for example, if you're saying stuff to me and I keep rolling my eyes or shaking my head or waving my hand like I don't want to hear what you have to say, I'm expressing my emotion, but I'm being inappropriate because I'm being rude and disrespectful. So in what areas of your life, as a question, are you fully and appropriately expressive of your emotions? So an appropriate expression could be, okay, I really want to say something to Francis right now, and I really want to roll my eyes, or I really want to be an a-hole. And I still do this. When I get triggered, I roll my eyes like you wouldn't believe, and I'll look away, and I'll cross my arms, and I'll do all the stupid body language stuff that I don't even know I'm doing because I'm being catabolic. So again, it's a work in progress. Question number 2, in what areas of your life are you more repressed in your expression of your emotion? So for example, let's say you're religious and, oh, I better not say that to pastor so-and-so or minister so-and-so or sister so-and-so or father so-and-so or this one or that one. So I better not use that tone of language because I'm repressing, how I really feel. As opposed to, why not express yourself? They're adults. They can deal with it. Just because they have a title doesn't mean that you have to act a certain way. Be yourself. And so in terms of where you appropriately express your emotions, question number 1, and question number 2, where you're repressing your emotions, question number 3 is, why are there differences in how you express yourself? So why are you not yourself in some ways emotionally and not other ways emotionally? Next question, 4. What do you think is the appropriate expression of emotions in your work, group, or home setting? Write those down. Number 5. In those same settings, how do you think others would like you to be emotionally as a leader? So if you're a mom, you're a leader. If you're a teacher, CEO, whoever you are, you're a leader. Look at yourself as a leader. So if you were able, question number, I believe we're on number 5, right? Nope, we're on 6. Question number 6, if you were able to fully and appropriately express your thoughts, feelings, and help others do the same, what might be the benefit to you, to those around you, and what might be the benefit to your overall satisfaction with your job and your home life? So that's all one question. Like, what's the benefit if you can appropriately express yourself and your emotions? Okay, so question number 7, what blocks, internal or external, and if you don't remember those, go back to Barriers to Success, the lesson before this one, to look at blocks. And this isn't a plug for my other videos, even though it is, but these are building on each other, so we're going to reference back and forth. So now you can be familiar with these lessons and your journal. Keep good notes. So what blocks, internal, external, do you see in allowing yourself and others to be more emotionally expressive? So where are you blocked when you want to express yourself, and where are you blocked when you want to receive others' emotions, and where do you freely, have that going on, which is where you want to build more into? Last question is, given some of the examples above, what could you do to be more emotionally expressive? I'm sorry, there's 2 more questions. I'm such a liar. So the question after that is, how might you be able to assist others with displaying appropriate levels of emotional expression? Now that you're getting a hold of your own emotional expression and intelligence, how can you be a leader and help others do the same? And last question of this section, for real this time, is what next plans or next step plans can you come up with to help yourself and others take action in this area? And that's in expressing emotions. So now we're going to go on to managing and controlling emotions. So managing and controlling yours and others' emotions is a significant key to success. And so let's do a real situation. So consider how you could shift your mood, assuming that your mood is negative in the beginning. Like somebody called you from home and said, oh, you know that TV you just bought for Christmas that you got and you had it at home and you're watching that great show on TV? Well, your son just broke it and you just got the news. So now you're negative. So how could you shift your mood at this point? And if you weren't able to shift your mood, how could you maintain your self-control and not lash out at your son for breaking the TV or at whoever? Like pretend I'm your son and lash out at the video. Go ahead, let me have it. So let me let you hear the 7-level scenario of what it would sound like at each level of reacting to some kind of news. And I'll read you the scenarios. Level 1 is fear. I'm just at everybody's mercy. There's just no time for me. Meaning nobody cares what I think anybody if somebody broke my TV. Who cares? Nobody cares about me. Level 2, those damn inconsiderate people, they're going to hear about it from me, so you're going to let them have it as soon as you see them. That's anger. Level 3 is forgiveness. I guess I've asked people to help me, and I help them anyway, and I guess I've asked them to help me also, so I won't get that upset with them. I'm coping with it. You're coping at level 3. Sorry about the camera shake. I just kicked the camera stand. Whoops. Francis is clumsy. Forgot to tell you that if I didn't already. Level 4, compassion. I probably would have preferred to nurture myself today like I have a spa day, but I'm really happy to help clean up the TV that I just broke. You are and you're not. But you always feel great to do it and you're grateful that you're available to do it. Level 5, being at peace. Okay, I'll help. I'll help them clean up. I'll help them buy a new TV. I'll even stop at the health food store, and give me a chance to get out and get some fresh air. Calm, win-win. Level 6, no matter where I go or who I'm being, I'm relaxed and I'm enjoying life. They broke the TV, whatever. What am I going to choose to do about it? And then you're just calm. You're still in the state of joy at level 6. Not that you're happy that the TV is broken, but you're not letting it bother you. Level 7, you're not even tuned into the TV because life is so amazing. You're centered and you're creating whatever outcome you want. So it doesn't matter that something happened at home that's going to probably drive you absolutely crazy. And those are different ways that you can handle it. So finally, as a question, think about how you generally shift moods of others at work and at home. It's important to keep in mind that as you raise your overall level of consciousness, your contagious energy that everybody else notices will automatically have a powerful and positive effect on those around you. So write your thoughts and questions about, wow, what if I was level 5 and I was like, well, you know what? The TV broke. I'm going to go get a Starbucks or I'm going to go to the supermarket and get a juice shot or something. And then I'll figure it out later because I don't have enough time to stress about it right now. So again, we're going to wrap up with strategies for increasing your emotional intelligence. We started with these strategies and I'm going to bring it back full circle. So we're looking at self-awareness, strategies for increasing your emotional intelligence. So this is the key to the beginning of shifting your energy. Begin to take notice of your thoughts and how they affect your feelings. So whenever you have a feeling, it's because you thought something. Oh shit, the TV broke. Oh my God, what am I going to do? I'm going to kill those kids. Or you could think, oh, just what I thought. If I left them alone with the TV would break. Now the TV's broken. Good thing I got that warranty. I'm going to send it back. Ha ha. And then you can finesse the situation. There's ways to be at peace. Okay, another strategy for increasing your emotional intelligence is to journal about areas to improve your awareness and expression of your emotions. You could also journal about ways to manage and control your emotions. And if you don't necessarily have all the ideas, look it up on Google. Send me a comment. Call me. Book a consultation. I don't have all the answers. Google doesn't have all the answers. Somebody's going to have your answers. Mainly, all your answers lie within. So you have your answers. Don't forget that. And remember that you always have people to reach out to that can help you. So again, right as I'm saying it, another strategy is seek out others who will assist you objectively. Also, you can tell others how you want to increase your understanding of thoughts and feelings by checking in with them back and forth periodically if they're okay with that. And then once you get a buy-in, you can let them observe you. You can observe them. There's more ideas that I want to cover, but I'm getting to the end of the video, and I want to let you know that you can always feel free to work with me one-on-one. Go to my link in Instagram, get on my calendar. We can have a couple of free sessions and get to work on what matters and that's important to you. Aside from that, our next section is called Dynamic Communication. That's going to be episode 7 of 13. Looking forward to seeing you for that. Hope you're having a great day. Thanks for joining me and take really good care. Bye.